Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of 25 to 1, where I chronicle the journey of taking my business from $25,000 a year in revenue to $1 million. So, for this past week, I had set myself this goal of evaluating several different AI creative apps that I had been seeing coming through my Instagram feed, saying all kinds of things that they can manage your ad creative, that they can do your product placement, and so a bunch of interesting claims, and I wanted to see what worked. Obviously, in my phase right now, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars on an ad agency. First of all, because I can't afford it, but secondly, because I don't know if that's what I really need right now. So I wanted to, I wanted to prioritize making a bunch of different content for my creative, for my ad. And I had a very interesting journey this past week. Hopefully, me sharing this story with folks will help them calibrate their journey along this path as well. So, my first realization was that these AI apps that manage your creative for you are total shit. It is helpful and it might give you ideas, but here's an example of one app that I tried. So I'll go ahead and show you the website. And the pitch was great. Like it had this bicycle, and it was like, take a picture of this bicycle, and we'll put it in the woods. We'll put someone riding it, and we'll put a bunch of different types of shots and different angles. And I was like, that's great. That's exactly what I want. I don't want to hire a photographer, spend the day at like a baseball stadium, for example, taking pictures of my koozie. But at the end of the day, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. But this AI presented a different option and I wanted to evaluate it. But here's an example of the advertising that it did with the bicycle. So, of course, I wanted to try it, and they had a 7-day free trial, which, by the way, is the first barrier to entry that any product would have to have in order for me to even test it out. If you don't have a free trial or some way for me to like generate images, the first 5 images for free, for example, then it's a no-go. So here's my product that I was trying to place, which is a koozie. It's something I sell a lot of, but I don't have a lot of social proof. So I wanted to provide context for folks. I've had several returns of people saying like, it's too big, or it's not what I expected, which is fine. It's certainly not for everyone, and the reality is the number of koozies on the internet that are over $40 is almost zero. So I guess these are kind of a luxury item, a $40 koozie. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, maybe I can get the AI to like have people holding this koozie at a baseball game. So here's what it resulted in. And as you can see, it's not quite what I was looking for. It's not even my product, and it's not something that I could use at all because it just doesn't even look like my product. So there, it's weird. There's hope. This is the worst AI will ever be. It'll only get better. So in the future, maybe even a year from now, this app will have evolved to the state where it is my product and it looks legit, and they can fire my photographer and my ad agency and all that and just use this. But for now, it's not there. And I think at the end of the day, what I realized is good creative is going to have to come from me for now, and I'm going to have to do it by hand. So at the end of the day, I couldn't get these apps to do what I needed them to do. So this past week, I had two sort of milestones that I wanted to reach in terms of getting better creative. One was for the World Series. When it was a game.org is all about baseball. So the World Series having started this week, I needed to push out a discount code. So again, avoiding going to AI apps and avoiding having someone else do the work for me so that I didn't have to pay anyone, I went in and did it myself. Again, this is the second time I'm mentioning this app. Pixlr, Pixlr.com, is so good for this. Free. This first one, I did in Pixlr. So it's the advertising that I have for a promotion for the World Series that's going to run till the end of this month. And I will say the background image that you see, I did ask OpenAI to generate an image of a baseball stadium from the 1950s, and I can't remember what other details I put in the prompt, but that was essentially it. And that's what it came up with. So I used that as the background. The rest I had to just manually like find images online and put in. So not a lot of work there, but of course it takes time, right? This second one here I made in Canva. So they had good templates for social media posts. So I just took it. I don't know if I'm going to use this yet because I don't like the product being off to the side so much. I'd rather it be like front and center. Um, but throughout my journey this past week, what I realized is ad creative, I'm making it such a priority, but it's not where I need to be focusing on right now. What I realized is I am getting customers. The ads that I'm running right now are both Facebook ads and TikTok ads. And I want to expand into one more ads channel so that I can diversify those avenues of risk. What that means, though, is that it costs money. However, what I also saw is it brings in money. So literally, up until this week, for the past 7 months of owning my shop, I have been trying to control the ad spend. 25 a day seems like a lot. Let's make that $20 a day and then shut off the ads after that. Um, and maybe that was the right decision. I don't know because what I really think is, look, these ads are bringing in customers. Um, what I need to understand is what the customer experience is after they click on the ads. My conversion rate is right now 0.6869, something like that. And that's pretty freaking low. So, me being a first time business owner, understanding what the sales funnel looks like and the user experience is more important than ad creatives. I sit here, I spent all week on like, should I try these AI tools for ad creative? And that's not where I should have been spending my energy. Uh, and again, I wish someone would have told me this, right? This is why I have this channel, is to share this with people. Understanding the customer journey, right? That's important. And where are those pain points? If your conversion rate is 0.69, then maybe you need to figure out the landing page, the checkout process, how your products are displayed. Like maybe this is what I think I need better um, visibility into social proof. So that's what I'll be focusing on in this and over this weekend. Hopefully, I'll record another video on Sunday to just kind of talk about what my weekends are spent working. So I'll be working the rest of today and Sunday evening. I'll record a video to see how I calibrated uh, where I want to go in terms of developing or adding social proof to my website. I think that's a big thing. But going back to the ads, I realized that the whole pussyfooting around $20 per day ad spend, $30 max, like total BS. I have ads that are bringing customers to the website. This is what I had to tell myself. Stop worrying about spending $100 a day on ads. Spend it. Spend that money, get the customers to the website, figure out where the problems are on the website after that. But they're coming and they're buying still. So the conversion rate is low, but that also means like I haven't done any email automations. So maybe that's something I should be focusing on too. Uh, it's just one of these things that I keep hearing over and over. And again, I don't know how much of this stuff is important until I kind of see it for myself. So it's really hard. Everyone's trying to sell you something, right? But those are the two things that I decided I'm going to be focusing on this weekend, and I will calibrate and come up with a game plan on Sunday for what I want to do the rest of the week. But the two things are automation for email marketing campaigns. At least get some basic automation in. I think that what I want to target is a welcome email, an abandoned checkout. I think that's the biggest bang for the buck. And then a win back. And that hopefully could contain some new products. So I'll think about those things. And then the second thing is social proof. I need to figure out how to get reviews to my product categories displayed on my website. Most of my reviews, luckily, are good. I think I have one 1-star review by some guy who just hated my product. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. I will post my game plan tomorrow night and check in at the end of that week and see how things go. I've also decided that I'm going to have a section once per week of these videos where I show what my revenue looks like for that week. So I think also tomorrow night, I will show you what my revenue has been for. So September wasn't a good month because my ads got shut off by Facebook, but I think I'll go into August and I'll pick out a few consecutive weeks to show you what the revenue looked like week to week. And then I'll start tracking on these videos what my revenue looked like for that week as we get through the holiday season. I'm already super happy with my decision to like not worry about spending on ads, spend on ads, bring the customers to the store. But I think there's room to improve that. And so that's what I want to start tracking to show like if I'm trying to take this business from $25,000 a year to 1 million, here's the week to week tangible numbers as opposed to just my game plan and conversation. So you guys will at least have something to look at as the growth happens. And as it happens, you can take a look at what I was doing to make it happen. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining me.